Now we're going to do the other angles. So we're going to leave out these 45-degree ones. They are all pi over 6 apart. So this one's going to start with pi over 6, 1 pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 2 6 reduces to pi over 3. 3 6 reduces to a half. 4 6 reduces to 2/3. So 1 6, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6, 6 6 reduces to pi, 7 6, 8 6 reduces to 4/3, 9 6 to 3/2, 10 6 to 5/3, and 11 6. And then 12 6 is 2 pi. Now to get these values, the points. This point right here is 1, 0. I should have put the 0 and 2 pi inside, and the 0 degrees and 360 degrees inside, so that I could have the points on the outside. So this point is 1, 0, 1 over 1 and up none. This one is 0, 1. This one is -1, 0. And this one 0, -1. Now notice if I start with the x at 0, I'm going to go up. So 0 over 1, you could say, which is 0. 1 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, square root of 3 over 2. Now these are going to go in the opposite direction. I start at 0, and I go 1 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, square root of 3 over 2. You could say that's really the part you have to memorize right there. That you're going from 0, 1, 2, 3, then you're going up. Now, this is the x-axis and the y-axis. So that's the y-axis and the x-axis. So everything over here is going to have the opposite x that it had over here. So this is going to be -1/2 square root of 3 over 2. This one's going to come across and be negative square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. And this one's going to be negative square root of 3 over 2, 1/2. So it's just going to be the opposite. Then down here, you're going to have the y's be the opposite. So coming straight down, negative square root of 3 over 2, but the y is going to turn negative also. Negative square root of 2 over 2, but the y is also going to be negative. Negative 1/2 and negative square root of 3 over 2. Over here, all these x's are going to be positive, but the y's are going to be negative. So the x is going to be positive. The y is going to be negative. The x is positive, and the y is negative. Now all of these points, x comma y points, are cosine theta, sine theta. So now you can just use the circle to find any of these values. If you want to find the cosine of 5 pi over 6, you just look up here and find 5 pi over 6. There's the cosine, negative square root of 3 over 2. If you want to find the sine of 330 degrees, you just look up here till you find 330 degrees. The sine is negative 1/2. Of course, the tangent is the sine over the cosine. Cotangent is the reverse. So let's do a tangent real quick. How about the tangent of 7 pi over 6? So 7 pi over 6, sine over cosine. So negative 1/2 over negative square root of 2 over 2. The 2's will cancel, and the negatives will cancel, and I get 1 over the square root of, that should have been a 3. 1 over the square root of 3. So I can now use the unit circle. You'll have a quiz on the unit circle next week.